Welcome to howtocookthat.net. Today we are going to make a Pokemon called Snorlax. I'm going to show it to you in fast forward. Here we are just making the body, rounding it out. Because the sugar paste tends to sag down, if you make it a bit taller than you need it to be, then when it sags down a bit it'll be the right shape. Now just making 2 feet. If you don't know how to colour the sugar paste, that's on a previous video that you can go to. Here, rolling out the blue. You could have made the whole body out of blue, but it uses a lot more colouring to do it that way, so it's cheaper to make, because it's got white on it, cheaper to make the middle of it out of the white and just wrap it in the blue, a bit like wrapping paper. So here on the body, Snorlax has a white or creamy tummy, and then the blue goes the whole way around the back. Just pinch it at the back, cut off the excess, and then give it a smooth out and a roll to make it the shape and the size that you want it to be. Now onto the head. Again, it's got the blue across the top and around the edges of his head. So we want to roll that out nice and thin. Cut the shape that's across the top of his head. It's a bit big, so make it a bit smaller. And then again, just wrap it up like you're wrapping an Easter egg, leaving the white bit exposed for his face. Trim it off and give it a smooth. There we have the body and the head. Now if you get some pieces of spaghetti, poke 3 pieces into the body. That will form the support that will hold the head in place. Make sure they're not too tall because you don't want them to stick out the top of the head. Here we get some black fondant or sugar paste, rolling it really thin so we can do the eyes. Then just using an everyday straw, just going to use that to help us put them in place. That's one eye. And then the other, and then the same again for the mouth. Just smoothing off the corners and popping it in place, using the straw again just to shape it how it should be. Now Snorlax has 2 little fangs that stick up, so just using a pizza cutter there to cut those out. It was a bit big, make it a little bit smaller. It's 1 and 2. Okay, he has blue ears. The easiest way to get the ears even is to roll a ball and then just cut it in half. You've got 2 there, poking them in again using the spaghetti to hold it in place. Popping the head on and shaping the ears a bit. Okay, let's make his arms. Again, to get them even, just roll one shape and cut it in half. Snorlax is probably one of the easier Pokemons to make because he doesn't have too many fiddly bits. Feet are a bit big, so we'll cut them down smaller. Two feet, just squash those on. They don't need the spaghetti because they're not sticking up in the air. They can lean on the page until they are set. Then on the feet he has a little pad on each foot. And there he is, all done. Snorlax, ready to go on top of the cake.